Hey gang, so heading out to do a camp out. Last minute decision here. I don't got a lot of time to go and get set up, but yeah, it's kind of looking like and feeling like it could rain, and we're supposed to get temperatures down in the low 40s, maybe 30s tonight Fahrenheit, so should be a nice cool evening. And tonight I brought out one of my hot tents and the deer from me stove, so either way we should stay warm and dry. But let's get out there and get set up. Alright, let's take a quick walk around this tent. And so you got the center pole. This thing's got a gazillion guy lines. There's one here, one there, one there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, should be 8. 7, 8. But it's I would say along the walls it's going to be pretty stout, because you got guy lines coming off down low and up high, and this thing should hold out pretty well. You can see the stovepipe at the top of the tent. My only concern is I wish I had one more length of pipe, because I feel like, because it's the same height as the top of the tent, I feel like that could create some issues. So I might have to look at getting another length of pipe. One more length would be nice, because I'd put it up above the top of the tent. So let's take a look at the inside here. So it looks like it's going to be pretty roomy. I have the cot set up yet and whatnot. I don't know what direction I want to have the stove facing yet, so we're going to decide that. But yeah. Making progress here, making progress. Alright gang, so I'm working on dinner. I was going to work on it a little bit earlier, but I forgot a can opener. There's a little store just a couple miles from here, and they got this camp style can opener. Hopefully I can figure out how to. Here we go. So check this thing out. Okay. Now you hook it. And you just work your way around. Oh, am I grateful. I'll show you. Let me change the angle of the camera here. And just work your way around. Easy peasy. There it is. Corned beef hash ready to rock and roll here. So I'm gonna get working on some dinner. Alrighty. So, time for me to commence to eating. You know what? Even though things don't go as planned, still delicious. Look at that. Look at that, gang. Oh. I don't know. Breakfast for dinner? That might become a camping staple, eh? Oh. I love it. I love it. Well, I'll bring you guys back probably a little bit later when we have a fire. I'm going to enjoy some dinner. Gang, what a nice night. It is so calm. I'm kind of doubting that we're going to get the rain that I'd heard about, which is fine. It's chilling off a little bit, but the fire is nice, so who can complain about that, right? Yeah, just really enjoying the relaxing atmosphere that is happening right now. Anyways, yeah, I was just editing a video, probably the one you saw last week. I'm really hoping to get more camping in. Get some more camping videos in. I hope you guys appreciate them. Because I sure do enjoy getting out and making them. Especially on a night like tonight where it's just super, super calm. No wind. If we hear coyotes or wolves, or anything like that tonight, we should be able to hear them even out off in the distance, because it is just still. Them sounds should carry. Uh-oh. You guys are losing me there a little bit. All right, well, I'll bring you back after a while. Sure is nice. I'm sure I'm glad y'all came along. Alright, gang. I don't know what the temperature right now. Got the thermometer inside the tent. But I'm layering up a little bit because it's getting a little bit... I can't even talk. It's getting a little bit chilly. But sure is a nice night. Sure is a nice night. Yeah. I was trying to figure out how to go for a little walk in the woods. This headlight doesn't give the beans for a beam. I can't see nothing. This thing's about worthless. But I wanted to have, I even thought about grabbing the lantern. I'm not quite sure I could hold a lantern and hold a camera and pull a flashlight. Part of what I was thinking is I watch some of these YouTubers, and I enjoy it. I'm not going to name names, but they may be paranormal, right? And they're in these forests, and there sure seems to be a lot of stuff going on. And I've camped my whole life. I've hunted, fished, trapped. I've been in the woods since I was, I don't even know, really young. I had my own trap line when I was 10 years old, for God's sakes. I'd be out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. And just all this time in the woods, hunting, hours, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours, sitting in tree stand or ground blind or whatever. Just being in the woods, camping. Done some backpacking, some canoe trips. And I have not experienced all this scary paranormal activity. Now, I'm not saying there's not paranormal stuff out there. There very, very well could be. And I personally believe that there is some paranormal stuff. I've had some things in my life where you just can't explain what you just saw or heard, where things don't quite fit. It happens, and you go through all the realm of possibilities. So is there things out there? Yeah, maybe. But there's some of these channels, it's like every time they go out or every video there's something happening. Heck, I've been out many, many times videoing with you guys, hoping just to hear some wolves. Something. Just give me something, right? And, yeah, nothing. So, I thought it would be fun to take a little walk down the trail and see if we could experience anything, have some excitement. But I don't have this very planned out. I don't have a light on my phone or whatever to shine back on me while I'm filming, and I'd have to have a completely different setup for that type of scenario, because I was experimenting a little bit just right here and trying to figure it out. I couldn't figure it out. It's crazy. I mean, I would go deer hunting. I'd be in a deer stand sometimes an hour before daylight. And you're back in the middle of nowhere, and then you're walking a long way, so you know you're this is somebody's swamps. Let me tell you, you didn't feel very comfortable in. You didn't feel very comfortable walking out to your stand, thick, and it just felt creepy and scary. But I never experienced a thing. So it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy to think about these channels that have every time they go out. Every time they go out. And I'm not saying that they're not capturing something, but I go out a lot. I like to go to the places that they go, because maybe I would experience stuff. I don't know. We've camped out, guys. Last spring, we were at that old logging camp, that old abandoned logging camp, and that had a creepy feel to it, or maybe it was just the fact that that it was an old abandoned logging camp, but there was nothing happened. I heard some turkeys that night. Yeah. Whatever. Although I did one time I was hammock camping. It was one that I got on the channel, but I didn't talk about what I had experienced that one night. I was in the middle of the woods out behind my parents' property, and I was awakened by what sounded like lumber. Like if you take, like, I don't know, 2x6s or 2x8s and you throw it on top of other lumber. That's what I was hearing, and it sounded like it was like right on the hill behind me, like within a few, probably 20 or 30 yards from me. I'm like, what am I hearing? That was kind of creepy. It was only a couple of, it sounded like a couple of planks being thrown on top of other planks. But aside from that, I've not had. And it was one of those things that's like, did I really just hear that? I don't know. You think about it for a second, you're like, nah, it doesn't make sense. Then you go to sleep, go right back to sleep. So, and then maybe was it, I don't know. Anyways, but I do believe, any of us, you spend enough time in the woods, you do hear things that just don't seem to fit, if that makes sense. Anyways, that's all I'm thinking about, guys. Not much. Just some food for thought. Well, gang, I got the stove going in the hot tent. I don't know that necessarily I need it. It's like, 43 outside, so it's not really cold. But I kind of wanted to give this hot tent a little run. So I'm trying to have the fire way damper down, so it doesn't create a lot of heat, burns real slow. See if we can just stay comfortable in here. But yeah, it's about that time. Yep. But check this out. I'm going to show you the fire real quick. show you the stove. See what you think. You can see at about my level, I got that thermometer about the same level as I'm at. 43 outside and currently 49 in here, but I just lit the stove. I don't want to see it get too warm in here, but that stove is burning. I mean, you saw it's got some redness going to it. I didn't really want to see it get that warm. I could damper it down a little bit more, I guess. But yeah, and I'm not gonna like keep stoking it all night. I'm just kind of warming things up in here a little bit before I go to bed. Just want to give you guys a quick look at what it's looking like. I'm gonna definitely damper it down some more. Well, gang, it's currently 52.5 in here at about, I don't know, 6-7 inches off the floor. That's not bad. Not bad. That'll be nice in the morning when it's cold to be able to fire up that stove and warm up. My plan is just let it die out as the night rolls on. Unless I wake up cold and I, catch it before the coals are gone. Yeah. Kind of changes the game a little bit, even when it's not like really cold out. Just kind of take the chill off you a little bit. That's pretty sweet. And this tent I bought a couple of years ago. It was a cheap Amazon tent. I can't even think of the name. It's I don't know. I'm sure it's some Chinese cheap made. But when I put this up before, it looked like it was all seam taped and whatnot. For an inexpensive tent, I don't remember what I paid for this at all. It wasn't much. And, yeah. This is pretty sweet. It's nice because I have that smaller one. This is like 7 foot tall or something like that. And I want to say it's like 14 feet at the base or something. I could easily fit 2 people in here with cots and be comfortable. So that's pretty nice. Where I got that smaller one, it's like, I don't know, maybe 5 foot tall. And I think it's 10 foot at the base. But that's literally like, they say it's a 2-person, but it's really, when you put a stove in it, it's really a 1-person. But yeah, I'm digging this because it's a bit chilly out. Like I said, it's currently now 53.5 in here and 43 outside. So at 10 degrees, that makes a really, really big difference. I like this. I like this a lot. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to hit the hay. And unless something happens over the course of the night, some coyotes or some wolves or something, if nothing happens, I'll see you in the morning. Good night. some coyotes. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay, go back to sleep. Morning, gang. Oh, it's almost 8 o'clock. Birds are coming to life a little bit. Not too chilly this morning. Looks like it's about 45 inside the tent. 41 outside. But, yeah. I'm not going to fire up the stove this morning. But I do got to get up and get motivated here. I forgot my medicine at home. So I'm going to have to get up and get tore down and head home. I did not have meds last night because I forgot them. And my meds are due this morning. So unfortunately, I got to get up and get motivated here. And I really don't want to. I slept really good last night. Yep, it was a good night. A few times, I think I recorded one time when I heard the coyotes howling last night. But they woke me up a couple times. Them coyotes were pretty active last night. And I heard an owl at one point as well. So yeah, it was an active night of animals making noises, but it wasn't crazy. I said I think the coyotes woke me up 3 times. One time I recorded, so hopefully I got the sound. I didn't turn on any lights in the tent or anything, so it'll just be dark if I did put that up, or if it did come through and I got it up. So, anyways, what a great night. What a great night. But, yeah, I gotta get up and get motivated here. I got some meds I gotta take. Doggone it. Alright, guys. Let's get up, get working on tear down. Yeah, alright, gang. Well, that's another one in the books. Everything's cleaned up at the campsite. We're ready to rock and roll. Time to head home. Got some business to take care of. In other words, my heart needs some pills. Oh, I hate when I forget stuff. But what a beautiful night. Ran the hot tent stove just a little bit before I went to bed. Let it die out over the course of the night. And yeah, like I said, I decided not to fire it up and have hot chocolate this morning because I need to get home. Go take some pills. But other than that, man, it was perfect. Heard some wildlife last night. That was pretty sweet. And just all in all, a great night. Well, thanks for coming along, guys. Look forward to seeing you on the next adventure.